vast African savanna, sunrise spreads golden light over a nest hidden in the hot sand. Beside the nest, a male ostrich stands guard. Beneath a thin layer of sand lie more than 10 large eggs, carrying the future of an entire generation. Each egg is an unborn life. And in this harsh land, one careless moment can make everything disappear. Elsewhere, beneath an old acacia tree, a mother honey badger leaves her den with 2 hungry cubs. The dry season has made food harder to find. What she digs from beneath the dry bushes is not enough to feed the whole family. Then, the wind changes direction. The scent of eggs moves through the air. The honey badger raises her head. Somewhere nearby, a chance for survival is waiting. From a low mound, the honey badger sees the ostrich nest. The large eggs lie beneath the sun, but beside them stands a giant guardian. The honey badger does not rush in. She lies still, watching how the male and female ostriches take turns guarding the nest. She understands that taking an egg will require more than courage. She must wait for the right moment. By day, the honey badger tries to crawl closer to the nest, but the watchful eyes of the female ostrich quickly detect something moving. She is forced to retreat. At night, the honey badger returns under the moonlight. Darkness hides her body and allows her to get closer than ever before. But the male ostrich is still awake. One tiny sound is enough to make him open his eyes. The honey badger has to run again. She has not taken a single egg yet, but each failure teaches her more about how the nest is guarded. After many days of watching, the first real opportunity finally appears. The female ostrich leaves the nest earlier than usual. The male has not yet returned. For a few brief minutes, the eggs are almost unguarded. The honey badger immediately rushes down from the mound. This time, she has not come to watch. She has come to take an egg. She crawls low through thorn bushes, reaches the edge of the nest, sniffs each egg, and chooses the one closest to the outside. She grips it with her front legs and begins to pull it away. But on the horizon, the male ostrich is returning. The honey badger pulls the egg out of the nest. It is too large, and every meter is difficult. But she is not carrying it for herself. 2 hungry cubs are waiting far away. When the male ostrich returns, he immediately sees that one egg is missing. In the sand, the drag marks are still clear. The guardian gives chase. The honey badger hears the footsteps behind her and tries to move faster, but the egg is too heavy. The distance between her and the ostrich grows shorter. A powerful kick slams into the ground right behind her. Sand bursts into the air. Still, the honey badger refuses to let go of the egg. As the honey badger nears the distant bushes, a pack of jackals suddenly appears. The scent of the egg and the noise of the chase have drawn them in. Within seconds, the honey badger's prize becomes the target of other opportunists. Behind her is the male ostrich. In front of her is the jackal. The raider is now trapped. One jackal lunges and bites the egg. The honey badger fights back fiercely. She cannot fight the whole pack. During the struggle, the egg slips free, rolls down a slope, and stops. It does not break. But before the honey badger can reach it, the lead jackal snatches the egg and runs away. The honey badger stands still in the settling dust. She had touched success, only to lose everything right before her eyes. The honey badger slowly returns to her den as the sun begins to set. The journey home feels heavier than the hunt itself. There is no prize, no food for her cubs, only dust, wind, and exhaustion. At the den entrance, the 2 cubs run out to meet her. They sniff around her body, searching for food, but there is nothing. That night, the family lies close together in the darkness. Hunger has not left them, but one failure is not enough to silence the instinct to survive. When the cubs fall asleep, the mother honey badger rises and turns back toward the ostrich nest once again.
Under the moonlight, the honey badger returns to the place that brought both hope and failure. But this time, the sky begins to change. Dark clouds gather. The wind grows stronger. A storm is moving across the savannah. At the nest, the male ostrich also senses the danger. He uses his body to shield the eggs from the wind and rain. Then a powerful gust tears across the nest. The edge of the sandy hollow collapses. One outer egg rolls out of the protective circle and stops several meters away. In a flash of lightning, the honey badger sees it. No need to enter the center of the nest. No need to pass the guardian. One egg is lying alone in the storm.
The honey badger rushes through the rain and grabs the egg. Wind, thunder, and heavy rain hide the sound of her steps. The male ostrich is still focused on protecting the remaining eggs. But suddenly, lightning flashes and lights up the entire area. The male ostrich sees movement at the edge of the nest. The chase begins again. In the slippery mud, the honey badger loses her footing. The egg slips away, rolls downhill, and hits a low root. A small crack appears in the shell. The honey badger is about to pull it away again when she hears a tiny sound from inside. This is no longer just food. There is life inside. A small piece of shell breaks away. The tiny beak of an ostrich chick appears in the rain. The honey badger freezes. Behind her, the male ostrich has arrived. He looks at the cracked egg, then at the honey badger. One is a father protecting his nest. The other is a mother who risked everything for her cubs. Both are fighting for the next generation. The male ostrich steps closer. The honey badger looks at the egg one last time, then slowly backs away. This time, the fight does not end with a chase. Sometimes, nature reminds every living creature that life is more precious than any prize. The storm passes. A new sunrise appears over the savannah. The male ostrich brings the cracked egg back to the nest. Soon, more eggs begin to tremble. Cracks spread across the pale shells. One by one, tiny ostrich chicks break free, weak but alive. From silent eggs, a new generation has entered the world. Far away, the mother honey badger returns to her den. She brings no egg with her, but she continues to find food in other ways. Weeks pass. The ostrich chicks grow quickly under the protection of their parents. They learn to feed, to sense danger, and to run across the open savannah. One day, a young ostrich sees the mother honey badger in the distance. For a few seconds, they both stand still, and then each continues on their own path. No chase, no fight, no stolen egg, only two survivors who have endured their own trials. From a fragile egg to a grown life, the story of survival continues on the African savannah. One cycle closes and another begins.